The polls show Obama's headed for a huge defeat. That's what we'll talk about at lunch today. The other day, I opened up Real Clear Politics, where they have like the last 10 or 20 polls on Obama against Romney. And first I had a heart attack because I looked at it, and every single one of the 11 polls showed Obama beating Romney, some by as many as 14 points. But then you read them, and you got to understand what these polls say. 9 of the 10 polls were of registered voters. They call that RV in the section on Real Clear Politics. 1, by Rasmussen, was of likely voters. Now, there's a world of difference. In fact, the gulf between registered voters, who are strongly more pro-Obama than likely voters, shows the lack of enthusiasm of Obama's base for his candidacy. That diagnoses the problem that he faces, that his base doesn't like him anymore and isn't going to turn out. But registered voters are much, much more Democrat than likely voters, because upscale people tend to vote and downscale people tend not to. And you can't base anything on registered voters. Now, within the Rasmussen poll, which was the only accurate one there, by the way, the reason newspapers do registered voters, not likely voters, is it's cheaper. You don't have to call as many people to get a sample. But within the Rasmussen data, which was 46 Obama, 45 Romney, and they've been oscillating back and forth, each one is ahead about half the time, is that in all of those polls, it shows Obama at about 45 or 46% of the vote. Romney at about the same, and the rest undecided. Well, when I worked for Clinton, I did a study, which I've since updated. I went back to 1964, when Goldwater lost to Johnson. And I took the final Gallup poll in every single one of those election years, where there was an incumbent president against a challenger. And I traced what happened to the undecided vote. So, for example, say in the final poll in 1964, there might have been a 5-point undecided. And I found that almost all of them, 4 or 5 of those points, went to Goldwater, not to Johnson. Even though Johnson clobbered Goldwater, Goldwater got the undecided vote. And you look at it throughout. Goldwater won the undecided vote when he was running against Johnson. McGovern won the undecided vote when he was running against Nixon. Carter got the undecided vote when he was running against Ford. Mondale, who got creamed, got the undecided vote when he was running against Reagan. Clinton, but more Perot, got the undecided vote in 1992. In 96, the undecideds mostly went for Dole, who was running against Clinton. In 04, they almost all went to Kerry, who was running against Bush. The president never wins the undecided vote. Statistically, of all of the undecided points that I studied, 80% of them went to the challenger, and only 20% went to the incumbent. So when you see a poll that says Obama 46, Romney 45, undecided 9, what it really is about 7 extra points for Romney, so he'll be at 52, and Obama will be at 48. They'll break 7-2 in favor of Romney. And another way to say it is, if I tell you, are you satisfied with the job this president is doing? And you say, I'm undecided, that doesn't say good things about your opinion of him. I joke, and you may have heard me say this, that it's like if you ask your wife, are you going to be married to the same person next year? And she says, I'm undecided. You know that you got problems in your marriage. So it's like that in the election. So it's really important to read these polls properly. Those people who say this is going to be an awfully close election, or those who say Obama's ahead, and there's a headline in one magazine, is Obama lucky or good? He's neither. He's unlucky and he's bad, and he's going to get creamed. Thanks.